They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 83 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now it's Watson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Throwing again is Watson. Dancing to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They give the Chubb out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Chubb on the counter, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The Cowboys at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no game.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. No score after 1 on EA Sports. start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the... Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the side. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play,
so that will overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a give here to Pollard. And some room to maneuver. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes is, and he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Caught here by Bell. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're coming off a loss to the Washington Commanders, but so far here on their way to rebounding nicely. They lead as they take the field for a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 39, Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll run forward with Pollard, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, right side complete. That's Woods. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now. Watson. Got it to Bell on the out route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Arlington. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson off play action. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single
touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pollard, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Prescott to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Now Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close